It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we're in for a rematch of Super Bowl 34. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played in weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the second-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
And, Mike, when you look at Will Levis, he has a lot of the physical qualities from a talent standpoint that you're looking for in a franchise NFL quarterback. He got some invaluable experience last year as a rookie. Now it's just a point, can he put it all together? Take those physical qualities, wrap it with some consistency. If he can, Tennessee might have a guy for the future.
Here's Levis to open with a pass. That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he'll get forward for about a yard. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Drop play. Here comes Pollard. And good hard running will get him down. Close to a first down. Might be a yard short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
He'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And just a short pickup there to the 35. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Pollard. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Pollard. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. From the gun, it's Levis. He's got it. That's Burks. And he's in. Traylon Burks. Touchdown, Titans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
He's going to take a shot down the field.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Carter is the motion man. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the ground for the first time, this is Khalil Herbert. He's inside the 25. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Khalil Herbert. Touchdown, Rams. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Rams come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense going to take over now for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Throwing is Levis. He's got his man. That's Boyd. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1st and 10. Now Levis. His pass, caught. It's Okonkwo. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Here's Levis. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Now Pollard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Again, it's Pollard. And he will score. Tony Pollard, touchdown Tennessee. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Folk now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Titans will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, here's Ronnie Rivers. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got his man, Carter. A nice throw there by the rookie, and he earns his guys a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him.
And he will get into the end zone. Brandon Powell. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point try now for Tucker. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Rams will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Levis. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
It is third and 10. Here's Levis. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So on fourth down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
Here's second and 2. Up the middle they go. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Right back to him on first down. Working his way for a short pickup to the 48. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Completing that one to Carter. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Just like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Rams have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back in Music City after this. Here's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff to Pollard. And he will have a Titans 1st down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, it's Pollard. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, here's Pollard. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. Draw play. Here comes Pollard. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Running here, it's Pollard. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Levis to throw. To the left side in the hands of Bull. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans will even the score. It's now 21 all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The veteran safety, Jamal Adams, there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Rams.
Now they'll set up to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now a give on the ground. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there, and a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A run now on 2nd down. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Rams. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Point after now from Tucker. The kick is good. And the Rams go up by 7, 28-21. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here's Tyjae Spears. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Levis to throw. He's going to run it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first down, Levis. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
A second down throw here for Levis, connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They go play action with oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards.
Every team understands the value of generating explosive plays, but there's a flip side. The quarterback can only hold the ball so long with how good these teams are rushing the passer. So when you can check the ball down short and gain all the yards after the catch, man, what a weapon for an offense.
Now, faking the give. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard going to take over once again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Levis. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Levis to throw it here on 1st down. Open man, he's got Boyd. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's to the sideline where he finds Boyd.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
A 48-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good. And the Titans are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught in stride by the Cheetah. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man Carter. It's a pickup of 12. First down, L.A.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Finding his tight end there. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll look to throw again. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. There's that man again, another catch. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Rams first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. That one taken in. Touchdown, L.A. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Extra point try now for Tucker. It's up and good. And the Rams are going to extend their lead.
42, Titans 24.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the gun, it's Levis. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Levis to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Levis. The second down throw is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll throw out of the gun. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Putting the tight end in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So we're at halftime, and it's the visitors, the Rams, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes, on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. First and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Moss in motion. They'll look to throw. Into space at the 45. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get 4 on this one, down inside the 40-yard line now. He'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Rams.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Now a give up the middle. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his receiver, and frankly, I think he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Rams will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Levis to throw. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They give to Pollard on the option. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Los Angeles.
Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Finding his tight end, Mayer.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. A throw on the run is complete. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's into the end zone. Brandon Powell, touchdown Rams. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Point after now from Tucker. It's up and through. And the Rams will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Titans 24.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Spears now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Levis connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On the handoff, Pollard. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Now at the 45-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Levis to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. On play action, here's Levis. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Levis. To the left side in the hands of Boyd.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Veteran safety Jamal Adams there for the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And that last throw will be the one that does it. He has now set the NFL record, most passing yards in a single game. He'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Levis. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Levis. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down for Tennessee.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Open man, he's got Boyd. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Levis. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They go play action with Levis. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Levis. Inside the 10, it is caught. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now here's 2nd and goal. Here's Levis from out of the pistol. It is brought in the end zone. Alvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Folk now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Moving the tight end right. His drive will start on the ground. Has an opening past the 40. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get about 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. And that'll move the sticks. That's a 1st down. Down to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Los Angeles.
He'll stay on the ground. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score again. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far. And it draws the flag. Now, faking the give. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. He is in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, LA. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Tucker for the point after. His kick is good. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
34.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Spears now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's Levis to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Throwing on second down, Levis. Catch made there by Burks. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Titan first down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
On first down, Levis. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Levis to throw on first and 10. Catch made, that's Boyd. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. On play action, here's Levis. He's got it. That's Burks. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal. Here's Levis. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Levis. He's got it at the 3. A nice run there, bringing it down to the 2. And decision time. 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Spears. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Rams offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Up the middle they go. And he'll work his way up past the 10 to the 15. That's good enough to give him some breathing room and give him a first down.
And the Rams first down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a run on first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still second down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
So it's a win for the visiting Rams. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. And that'll do it